Hey coin collectors, Dan the Collecting Man here. Today I want to talk about the latest release from the Royal Australia Mint. This is the $1 Cobb & Co. centenary of the last ever use of the coach service, passenger service that was created in Victoria and went across Australia. So this is kind of the last horse-drawn carriage service that happened before motor vehicles, cars came along. So it's a bit of a kind of a coin around that, so which is kind of pretty cool. So I'm going to go through what I think about the coin design, and I'm going to say some regrets in buying this from, I don't know, a bit of a, as soon as everything gets released from the Royal Australian Mint, I always have to feel like I have to buy it, and I just know doing some research, and I'll go through that in a minute, that this is something that's probably never going to become really collectible, and I'm not really someone that's interested in horse-drawn carts and those kind of things. So it's something that's, even for me, not that collectible. So I have a little bit of buyer's regret buying this from my perspective. So I'm going to go through that and why I think this will be something that's not collectible in the long term. So first, let's go through the coin. So this retails at $17.50, so a pretty reasonable price for a coin. Mintage of 37,050, so a very odd number. It's 35 or 40,000, so a very specific kind of number there from a mintage point of view. Cobb & Co. obviously went from around 1853 to 1924, so hence the reason why it's a centenary since their last one on the 14th of August to be exact, is when they were last in circulation. So hence the reason why the coin's just been released right now, and started off in the gold rush era in Victoria, near Ballarat and those kind of areas out there in Victoria, and then ended up going across the Eastern Australia as the key coach service to get yourself around Australia from the horse-drawn cart and carriage. So from a coin design point of view, I absolutely love it. I think it's, as you can see in the image here, it kind of reflects what's on the coin, and I'll show a picture. I'll put this over here and show a nice clear image over this side of the design of the coin. You got the man at the front there with like the little smoking his pipe, with the horses there, and the nice image of the cart itself. So from a coin design point of view, I think it's absolutely beautiful. It's really encapsulate the whole point of what this is all about, and I think the colouring matches the actual colours of the coach, which I think is important from that perspective. Some things here, like having Cobb & Co. actually on the image here itself, would have been pretty good to have from that perspective, but overall I think it's a nice design. And obviously we've got King Charles here. Hasn't got the kind of frosting that was seen on some of these other uncirculated coins around the actual image, but as you can still see here, the quality of the coin itself is really good. So it does look really nice from that perspective, and I think it's kind of something unique. So I'd love you to chuck in the comments below if that's something that you're interested in. If you ever seen Cobb & Co. Horse-drawn carts, been down at Ballarat or some of those areas, maybe in the city, where they still use some of those carts for a little bit of fun to give yourself a bit of a tour. I'd love to know that feedback, and if that's something you've ever experienced from that perspective. So having a look at some of the other coins that have been released in some kind of similar thing. Now I think the key reason why this is not collectible is it's not part of a series, and that's one thing I've noticed when coins come out like this, and it's a one-off just remembrance about something specific. In 6 months' time, this coin is going to be completely obsolete. No one's going to be hunting it for a part of a collection. I think that's where a key thing that I've learnt from doing coin collecting for a while and buying some of these coins in the past is it's not part of a collection, so people aren't interested, and it ends up losing value or buying it for the same kind of price. So one that was recently out was this centenary of a legacy coin. This came out last year, and this has a mintage of 30,000, so less than this coin here, so a lot lower mintage, and you can now buy this online for $15, so a lot cheaper pretty much than what you could buy it for. So it's, again, good design. I think a lot more people have a lot more respect for the legacy kind of thing and have a lot more feelings about it, but it's selling for less, and it was a lower mintage coin. The next one was another good coin, and this one here, this was the centenary of Smith family. So another good cause for what it does. This one had an even lower mintage of only 20,000, and you can buy these for $17. So again, lower than what this one's retailing right now. You can buy this at a much lower mintage, almost half of mintage, and you can buy these for $17 at the moment, which is just shows that these kind of one-offs, when they're a centenary or something, just are not collectible. Another one that was even a coloured version, going back to 2022, so a coloured coin. Again, the design is really good. This one's in regards to the royal kind of shows, specific out of New South Wales, 2022 coloured version. This one had a high mintage of 40,000, so similar to this one in that regards, and you're now looking for around $14.95 for this coin online. So again, having a coloured version, and it's pretty much lost a bit of that value from a collecting point of view, and I think it's a pretty good coin and a great design. So it just shows that these kind of coins where it has those kind of centenaries or some kind of thing where it's a one-off coin and it hasn't been released and it's not going to have any subsequent coins come out, that's where I think they do lose value. Now, a dollar coin that has come out that has increased significant in value is this one here. So this is another kind of coin, $1 coin that's coming out in card. Because this is kind of a collector coin, it's the Mobberoos, it's our current currency, and it's a version of that currency. This is exactly 10 years ago, pretty much. And this one now retails around $170. So because of what it is kind of a part of a series. You know, Mobberoo comes out every year. This one definitely holds a lot more collectability. So 30,000. It is a coloured version coin of that. And it's kind of one of those coins where it actually kind of doesn't have that goldish colour as well. It's almost got a bit of a silverness through the coin, as you can see there with the painted kangaroos on there. So it's a little bit unique in its metal composition on this one. But this one definitely holds a value. So because it is part of a series before, it's something quite collectible from that aspect. So just a bit of a buyer's beware, and I've made the mistake I think on this one initially as soon as there's something exciting coming out, and then there was no real images until really release date of what the coin would look like. And I must admit, when I first saw the actual advert, Cobb & Co, I had no idea what Cobb & Co was, so I was like, what the heck is that? And I had to do research myself to actually understand what it is, because obviously it was well before I was even born, so 100 plus years ago since it was last used. So there won't be many people watching the video that was around at the time that these were actually even being used, these kind of horse-drawn cart and carriages. So yeah, I don't think this one is ever going to be something that's going to be super collectible, and I'd love to hear what you think in the feedback. You can still buy it at the Royal Australian Mints. Obviously, it hasn't sold out. They did do that kind of ballot system for people that might want to buy it, and obviously I think there's definitely enough stock going around. I didn't buy this one from the Royal Australian Mint, otherwise I'd probably be waiting a couple of weeks to get it. So I bought this from another coin company, just to ensure I got it in time to make the video. But definitely after the fact, I've got a bit of buyer's regret. And I'd love to know in the comments below, have you ever bought a coin and you've got it after and gone, why did I buy that coin? I've got that bit of FOMO, bit of that kind of, oh, let's get that, it's going to be really cool. And then just because it's a new release and something exciting coming out of the Royal Australian Mint, and then you've got it, and then it's 6 months down the track, you've gone, why have I actually bought that coin? This is going to be one of those. Some of these I've got on eBay for sale, and obviously they've been on sale for a little while on my eBay channel, and there's just no one out there that really is interested in buying those, and I completely understand that. I think sometimes with the coloured $2 coins like these ones here, they can have a little bit more collectability because it's kind of a part of a series of $2 coloured coin collecting. So there is a kind of a bit of a series market when it comes to $2 coloured coins. So you will get more people wanting to collect this one. This had a mintage of 60,000, so quite high, but people do collect your coloured $2 coins, where there's not as many people collecting these kind of one-offs, random dollar coins with the design. So if you like this video, you like the information, and you kind of agree with me, give us a thumbs up that you like the content, and maybe give us a thumbs up for wasting my money in some regards on buying this coin. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it, if I'm going to keep it for the year or end up putting it back on eBay to try and get some cash back from the actual coin itself. If you're not yet subscribed and you're interested in new coin releases, I've got some really cool coins from the Perth Mint coming up, and I've got a bit of an unboxing from some coins that I've sent to be graded coming up in the next week, which is going to be super cool to have a look at. I've got some really good scores from some of the coins around Australia and the UK. And thanks so much for watching and joining the coin collecting community. I'll catch you in my next video. Dan.